Okay, so in this slide we will see that still some problems are remaining. So we will see the remaining problems. So the question, can you read the question? A driver of a car traveling at 52 km per hour applies the brakes and accelerates uniformly in the opposite direction. The car stops 5 seconds. Okay. Another driver going at 34 km per hour in another car applies his brakes slowly and stops in 10 seconds on the same graph paper. Plot the speed versus time graph for two cars. See, look at the children. Before, what we are using? We are using that equations of law of motion and then we are solving that. But here we should not use this equations of law of motion. So without using that equation, how sir we can solve the problem? I taught the graph, no? That speed and time graph. Okay, speed and time graph. That linear line is there, no? So if it is going down, the speed is going down means that's called retardation. Okay, so this kind of will come retardation. Okay, this kind of will come. If the speed is increase means it will go this side. Okay, so under that line, if we found the area means what we can find? If we find the slope of the line alone, we can find the acceleration of the vehicle. Okay, acceleration of the vehicle we need to find means we have to take the slope. If we need to find that area under that proper that straight line, okay, so in that case we can find the distance traveled by the object. Okay, let's come here. So on the same graph paper, plot the speed versus time graphs for two cars. Which of the two cars travel further after the brakes are applied? There are two cars coming. So one is coming at 52 km per hour, another one is 34 km per hour. He is applying the brake, car A. That person applying the brake, the person who is sitting inside the car A, he applied the brake. The car stops after 5 seconds. The car B, after he applied the brake, it stops 10 seconds. So how much distance after he applied the brake the two cars are traveled, that we need to find. Okay, so the answer. Okay, so in the following graph, A, B and C, D is the time graphs for two cars. So you just take the question in your book. Okay, so I think so question number 5. Okay, question number 5 you have to take, see the graph. So in the following graph, A, B and C, D are the time graph of the two cars. Okay, in the y-axis we have taken as speed and x-axis we have taken as time. Okay, just take a graph paper and then we can solve easily. If you are having graph paper means easily we can solve. Okay, so whose initial speed is 52 km per hour, we have to convert it as meter per second means what we should do? We have to multiply by 5 by 18. So after we multiplied that, 14.4 meter per second is came, and 34 km per hour, so 8.9 meter by second came, so respectively. Okay, so distance traveled by the first car before coming to rest. Sir, how sir we have to find the distance travel? So just look at the graph. Okay, there are two lines they gave, right? Two lines. So we need to find under the two line what will be your area. Okay, so under that line means what kind of shape it is under the line. What is that under that line? What kind of shape it is? It is rectangle, right? No, it is not a rectangle. So because only three sides are having, no, so that means it is triangle. Okay, so don't consider as a rectangle. So this is three sides only, so it is considered to be a triangle. So you know that area of triangle. So triangle AOB, if we taken means half into AO into BO. Okay, so half into 52 km per hour. That means You know that how to convert 5 by 18. In the next step I gave that kilometer per hour into meter per second and into 5 second. So half into 52 into 5 by 18 into 5. Okay, simply we have to cancel all the things. Okay, so cancel all the things, we will get as answer 36.1 meter. Okay, so this is the first case, the car A. So next to that, car B, distance covered by the second car before coming to rest. Same way, what is that second line? They gave no second, they gave one line, right? Different color line, I think so. So in that case, just share that area. Under that, what is that area? So area of triangle COD, half into CO into DO. So half into CO, what is that value? So 34 kilometers. CO is nothing but simply that speed value. So DO is that time taken. How much time taken? 10 seconds. So half into 34 into that kilometer per hour, we have to convert as 5 by 18. So we have taken as meter, we have to convert as meter by second, so that we have to multiple 5 by 18. So simply cancel this one and multiple with this value, we will get 47.2 meter. So just see there. So in the first case 36.1 meter and in the second case 47.2 meter. That's the second car. So now you can say which car can travel, that means which can cover maximum distance. What is that distance after he applied the brake? So 47.2 meter, that is the maximum value, right? It's a greater value than 36.1 meter. So thus the second car travels further than the first car after they applied the brakes. Okay, I think so you understood. Okay, so the next problem same like I think so. So in the figure 8.11 your question shows that distance time graph of three objects A, B, C. So study the graph and answer the following questions. Okay, just look at the graph and follow the questions. First question, which of the three is traveling the fastest? So fastest means how can we predict? Okay, when an object which goes certain speed or certain distance covered with less number of time, that means we can call it as the fastest vehicle. And sorry for that sound, okay, because the construction is going on, so that only. So are all three ever at the same point on the road? How far has C travelled when B passes A? How far has B travelled by the time it passes C? Okay. So the answer is, so B is travelling fastest from that, right? As he is taking less time to cover more distance. Look at the graph and B is travelling fastest. And all three are never meet at the same point on the road. Yes, of course, if you look at the graph means easily it will be visible. And approximately in the 6 kilometer, right? Approximately 6 kilometer will come, okay? You just take that value. So as 8 minus 2 equal to 6 value, the initial value they have subtract 6 and approximately 7 kilometer in that, okay? So 7 minus 0, 7 kilometer, okay? So approximately these values will come, okay? These are the some graphical representation, some graph they gave, from that they ask a question like data handling, okay? So in the next question, state which of the following situations are possible and give an example of each of the following. An object with a constant acceleration but with zero velocity. Constant acceleration but zero velocity. Okay. An object moving in a certain direction with an acceleration is a perpendicular direction. Okay. These are some questions they gave. This is a descriptive type, okay, description they give, I think so, okay. So here I will say that, what is that answer? The first one, what is the question number? First, an object with a constant acceleration but with zero velocity. Is there any possible way? Yes. A body can have acceleration even its velocity is zero. When a body is thrown up, the highest point its velocity is 0. Suppose if we are throwing anything, the highest point it is going to reach is velocity should be 0. But it has acceleration equal to the acceleration due to gravity. Yes, because of a gravitational force there will be the acceleration present. So, but it has an acceleration equal to the acceleration due to gravity. Okay, so the gravitational force, so that only the acceleration is possible. So in that case only, even though velocity is be 0, but it have an acceleration. Okay, so the next case, second one, what is the question? An object moving in a certain direction with an acceleration in the perpendicular direction. Okay, so for this question, yes, an acceleration is moving horizontally, acted upon by an acceleration due to gravity that acts vertically downwards. Okay, so look at this as an acceleration moving, that acceleration in moving horizontally is acted upon by acceleration due to gravity. So because of due to gravity, so that time it acts vertically downwards. Okay, so that means you are going in that object, okay, in this time, okay, in this direction. So because of gravitational force, somewhat gravitational force, as you know, that downwards it will act. So because of that, even though if it is downwards acting, that means not in the case of straight direction. So that times due to gravity, so acceleration is possible. Okay, so these are all the today's session, I think so. So I will summarize that one in that. See here. So in this problem, how to solve without using equation? First, what is the data? Second, what is the time they given, and what is that speed they given. So as you know that from the speed time graph, if we found the area of speed time graph, we can find the distance covered by the object. Remember that. If we find the slope of the line alone, then we can calculate that what is the acceleration or retardation. Acceleration means the graph will go this side, okay. Retardation means this kind of, it will go down, okay. So here retardation, that means opposite to that acceleration, deceleration, okay. And in the second, okay, here that answer how to convert I said. So area of triangle of BH, so base into height, AO is nothing but it's a right base, BO height. So from that we have to find same CO base and DO height. Okay, so take the next question. So they gave one analytical question, I think so. So from that, which is the fastest, which is that same point, it will be crossed and the same point or not, they're asking. And how far has C travel when B passes A, that they asked. So how far B travel by it passes C. Okay, so this kind of questions for this easily from the graph we have seen. So what is that answer we can predict. Okay, then so if you have a doubt regarding this, on Saturday I will conduct that Zoom class. Okay, so students, so kindly read this lesson. This lesson is very important. If you are going to 11th standard, that time it will be very important, because 11th standard is a base. Okay, so these are the few questions. Okay, and I'm going to end the session today's session. So and, before that, read that problem, solve it, and how to divide that decimal values. Okay, some for example, some values will come in decimal values, some fractions and all. Okay, so how to divide it, that you have to know, you must know that. Okay, and how to calculate, how to take LCM, okay, how to take cross multiplication, so that and all very important. So kindly please have a practice to solve this one. So I solved here in your book bag, how many questions are there that I solved. If you have a reference book, just open it and see that motion lesson. Is there any additional problem they gave, means you have to solve that problem. Okay, you just practice it. Okay, that is your interest, but anyway you have to solve what are the problems given in the book back and even in the book side inside also. Okay, so thank you all. So read well. I am going to conduct the test very soon, so please read again. Okay, so thank you all.